The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball here before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
43 rail. Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
It's taken in by his big tight end. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. And inside the tray before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Ritter from the gun. It's around the right side by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses are generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stop from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
play action.
Ready.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create.
And we'll take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Zach Harrison able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, Talbot Camara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Carr. They'll get this out to Camara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Carr. Camara rolling it on back-to-back plays. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1 down. 9.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And it's a smart move to throw it away.
33.
Play clock at 5. We're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. All set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll run it for about 5, close to the 40. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down.
Now 2nd and 5.
Strike. Strike.
Ritter off the play fake. Flushed out right. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Zach Harrison. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He gets it to Madison. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, because I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Ready. Yellow. Line. Let's go. Opposite. Green. Ready, ready.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
He's able to get to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hey, blue. Blue, check. Hut.
On play action, here's Ritter. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go, back.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on about this earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
On the ready.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Smith from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Curry up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Steve is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Get down!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him in a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. T.J. Watt, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Carr now to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Hey, 734.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
On the set.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams are 2-score lead in the third quarter. They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish.
Touchdown, Falcons! Michael Pittman, 26 yards. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Curator to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing now is Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. That's caught inside the 20. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Down! Right down!
Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. Now. Brings up 4th and goal. At the 1-yard line. What's up?
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Evan Ingram, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Robinson up the middle. Demario Davis there on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz,
Here we
pass
go.
blitz,
Here
you're
we
trying to
go.
get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the
Double,
QB
38.
and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
Ready up.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh shut of
Watch out now.
down.
50-50. Ready.
Hand off down to Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going play action. Ritter. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Ritter going to sneak it. And he is over the line for a rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. On the check down, he finds Camara. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Camara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's got it to about the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ready?
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
Ready?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. Still nearly even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready, ready.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has